Hi everybody, it's Pierre again. Welcome to my channel and machining activities and welding and everything. Today I wasn't meaning to produce a video, and had other interesting stuff to prepare and show, but just at the last minute I was going to use my snowblower. And here, snowblower is an important thing, because in Quebec we get snow, and just this last few days we got snow, we got rain. It was like 5, 6, 7 inches of snow, and all of a sudden it just got shovel full of rain. And snow and rain makes a big bad mess, like slushy stuff and anything, and nothing someone wants to deal with. And now just there are a few things we can do to clean up our driveways here. Is whether you get a contractor with a season contract, which you say, okay, come and just blow the snow off my driveway and everything, and you pay like $300. It's about the going fair around here for a normal residential driveway. But since I found a few snow blowers, I got a little trip on vacation one day, and we came back with about I don't know, three snow blowers, and I was about in the back of my pickup, and it was about $150 of snow blowers. That's nice. And there's one of those that I use the most, which is an old Toro snowblower, and big eight horses, 26 inches, the deluxe model. But I don't know, it was a deluxe model like 30-40 years ago, but still let's say functioning not too bad for $50. I did a few repairs on it, and it was still reliable, mostly reliable. Like I got to use it yesterday, and got mad. Just a few things blew on me, and the crank, which has a ratchet, let's say a ratchet, let's say, how do you call that? When you on the crank, when the pulling cord, you don't want to have the motor pull you back, when it starts, because you end up like getting hurt. And that's just what happened. The ratchet part, just the gizmo, just got blown, and I hurt my hand a little bit, but not enough to. I complained a little bit. That's it. And now I have to do some repair. So I'll show you a few of the broken parts and where it goes and how it does, and I'll show you, let's see, part of the repair, and there's a little bit of machining, a little bit of welding. So we'll go with it. Here we go. This is the part that gives me problems. I'm gonna zoom in on it. This part is a, let's say, brand new old part. It's just salvage from another blower I had, so used this and got it working. And if you look good, this thing in the middle has to rotate free one side. I don't know if you hear the little clicking. And this side, if you go this direction, it just blocks. But once the motor is started, then it has to turn free, so it doesn't pull the cord like and break it. Now I'll show you what looks like the when it's broken. What you've seen on the blower, on the snowblower before it was taken off, is this here. This is the part that goes on the blower itself. It screws on the shaft, like with the thread here, and if you open it up, you see inside there are ball bearings, and if you rotate that part, which the ball bearing should stay in their place, if you rotate that part, you see the bearings coming up, in the counterclockwise direction. It goes in the free going direction. The bearings go sequentially in and out of their location and just allow the movement to occur, you know. And if you go into the other direction, they will lock. See, can't turn anymore. It locks in here. But that part now is broken. See these shapes there, and this kind of shape here. They're not there anymore, or partially broken. So that's why it just was jammed like in there. And also, if you look at the cover here, there's an O-ring which keeps the water and everything else to come in there. And if you see in this cover, there's a nice bump there. That bump is from a bearing just kind of collapsing and just breaking off the whole part. I mean, it's not really usable anymore. It's casted aluminum, and it's not exactly easy to kind of make or machine one. So I just grab one from an old machine quicker. And this is the way it goes. It just goes on the top like that. But these things here are no good. And there's another part. There's a grill in front of that. And this part holds in front of the grill, and the knock it did just was so bad that even this part here, this ring over there, just kind of blew up. And it's blown like cracked up here, down about half of it there, and this is open there. So that wasn't good. I was lucky to have another blower just to you know, have spare parts. Like we see the part here, which is a nice rusted shroud, but since the snowblower works, we'll make the best of it. And one of the repairs I want to do is here. This is where the pulling rope stores. It's supposed to be a bushing like this here, which helps the rope to slide in and guide the rope, and so you don't wear the rope on the let's say this pretty sharp metal edge there. But it's just like, this is a thin one, and the holding parts in the back are just kind of gone, and I just want to replace that part. And I'll probably make a part that's just easy to weld it on. This is steel, and this is like the part I'm going to make is going to be a steel part. That's what I'm going to show you. Also, it's like if you want to remove this rope mechanism here, you have to undo the shroud. See, someone just put some screws in there, but it doesn't really make the job very easy and fun to deal with. So what I want to do, I just want to screw some nuts there instead of the bolts, and on the other side I'll be able to put there ordinary screws. It'll be 4 screws that I just have to unscrew. This cover will come out, and if I have to replace the pulling mechanism with for changing the rope or anything like that, it'll be easy. It'll be simple, and just have to do 4 screws instead of the old shroud and the old cover. So I'll show you how I make that. Let's say this protection little gizmo there, and also we'll do some prepare a little bit on this shroud, remove this, and weld some bolts that we can use to facilitate the work. And after we'll reassemble. But so far, let's go make the part. Okay, we're back. Now we're making that nice little rope protection part on the hand starter, which is this part here. And I've already installed a piece of 1 inch overall stock, and we'll just get at speeds about 675, and I'm going to do like lots of hand drive on the feet and everything. So let's go for it. Just a roll facing. Calibrate the arrow on the Z-axis, put the 0, and the first length I need 700,000 diameter, and I need 825,000 long. So let's go for the first diameter right up to the shoulder, which is length here. Sorry, this length here, right up to the shoulder. We'll do the first diamond. Six, 7, 8, 15. We'll give some room for finishing. We're calibrating the arrow. Let's measure. It's 986.5. Enter this. Now we're calibrated for diameter. Okay. Now we need 700 thousandths. Let's take 750 and leave some for finishing. Nice little round chips. I like those. Okay, 825. That's out. Coming up the shoulder, and the other one needs to be 700. Better take not enough than too much. It's hard to put back when you get too much. Okay, let's go. Nice tiny cut. Now we're good for the 500 cut, and the 500 cut is 710,000 long. Oh, it's a 540. Next shot. go for a center hole, and we'll go for the inside let's say the inside hole, which needs to be 15/64, and let's center this. One speed fits all. 675 again. Let's go. This part is not really any critical stuff. It doesn't have to be super precise. It's more or less just some rope guide, and it's got to be well done. I need about an inch and a quarter, a little bit more. Let's go for an inch and a quarter. I'm using the measurements on the tailstock. And since it's pretty approximate what we need, so I'm not worried too much. I'll give it like just about an inch and a half. Which will be great. Okay, that's done. We'll need to split the part now, but I won't split totally. I will just split partially, good enough to do some work. I want to do some angles and roundings on this part, so let's go for it. Get the cut-off tool. Okay, lining it up. Since it's not exactly critical, like I said, so eyeballing a little bit will do the job, and say we make it 0 on the z-axis. Back there we go 1 inch and a quarter. 200, and let's say it was like 225, not a quarter, 225. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna partially cut it, not totally, and do the shaping while it's still on the mantle. Hand feeding, 675, a good all-purpose feed. Go for shaping. to do. So we'll do some drill adjustments. which is about 60 degrees. Eyeballing, that's good enough. Light this up. That's kind of a shaping tool. We're mostly doing like just a shape. This isn't bad. The best tool for shaping, artistic shaping, file. Just one little reminder, never use a file without a handle, because that tail there is just going to get right into your arm if it catches in the chuck or anything like that, so be careful. Okay. We'll put the right to its place, right angled with the cutting tool. Okay, one of the ways to adjust the cutting tool is to bring the tool flat on the chuck. Pretty good job with it. Pretty much there. Let's tie it up. Check that it doesn't come out of alignment. I don't think you've seen too much, but we're back in the field of view here, so let's go and line it up. Well, before that, I'm just going to make that seat there pretty much square in the bottom, because it's going to on the sheet metal, so the roundness in the bottom of the cut there will probably interfere, so I'll just use the cutting tool to make it more let's say the square, you know. Okay, let's go. line it up again to cut. I don't want to get that part in the chip pan. Okay. Now we'll set up on the other side. Guide, soft edges and everything, so it's smooth on the rope. Okay, now we'd like to have that that slope pretty like smooth and kind of progressive, and I just prepared for this this tool. Kind of a deburring tool, steroids, with an MT4 tail. Okay. Let's get it. Oh, 675 is the best speed I got. I got more, but let's see what's this. Lots of oil will help. This goes in very smoothly. That's not exactly around enough for me, but let's complete the cut. Okay, we'll use a standard chamfering deburring tool. The one flute, they go pretty well because they don't tend to grab too much like some of the models do. I like those. Okay, let's go. A little oil. turning the getting tools out of the box. That's right. Side a little bit. Edge upside. I think it's going to look pretty good. This is a nicely rounded and smooth. The other side will have to be cut like about 45 degrees. So there's a kind of a whistle cut, so it gets to guide the rope. Okay, now let's go grind, because I think grinder is the best thing. I'm not gonna go as far as starting the milling machine for this. Still hot, freshly out from the grinder. Do any turning here, just using the chuck as a holding device. Clean up this end. See, it's freshly out of the grinder, so the burrs are on it. Burr. Everything that's sharp, getting that out of there. There we go. This end, there's a rope passing through it, so like we still gotta make a nice smooth entry. This reamer decenter. I don't only need a tapered end, but I need a rounded end. I'm going to be using another little technique for rounding the end, and since it's turning, so it's legal. There you go. Getting there, it's rounding up. Nice little jeweler's file. like they say in big hit movies, no rope has been injured into that process in the making of that movie. See the part, pretty nice, smooth. Just the rope won't scratch on this. I don't know, maybe it took 15 minutes or so. I'll show you the other end too. How it goes. And there's a rope going in there.